Guys, this is me, Yasmin, and I'm here to present the introductory class for Adobe Illustrator. There you go. First you have to double click on the Adobe Illustrator, which you have downloaded before. Okay, here we have different formats to create the file. We have mobile format where you can create the mobile screens, whatever you have or you want. Okay, and the next one is the web format. If you need a web design or anything that belongs to websites in format, A4, letter, or whatever you need. Okay, there we have film and videos, and now we have art and illustration. We will create the file in art and illustrations. There is the width of the artboard, height of the artboard, points, pixels, inches, millimeters, centimeters, whatever you need. Okay, the orientation of the file, horizontal or vertical. The artboards, it can be multiple according to your need. Okay, now we will make it 1080 by 1080 pixels for our first file. That is a standard size to create any Instagram post or anything. That's the square size. We will make it one artboard and just start. There's the artboard you have created. It's obviously blank. You have to redesign. There we have the properties. These are multiples according to the each design we are going to create. That's the rulers, guides, if you need it. Okay, we will see it later on accordingly. Okay, so here we have the files. We can create new file here. We can do multiple things. We can open your existing file. If you have created, you can just click on open and then select the file which you have already created. Okay, we have the save options, save as options, export options, print option, and a lot more. Here we have edit options. We will see all later on, no worries about that. Okay, now we are going to discuss different tools that we have in Adobe Illustrator. First is the selection tool, then we have a direct selection tool, group selection tool, then we have the magic wand tool, lasso tool, pen tool, the most important pen tool. If you have the grip in pen tool, you can do anything in Adobe Illustrator. That's my personal experience. There we have the text tool, line segment tool, and text tools have multiple options again. Okay, then we have the shapes tool. We will discuss all later on, all along in different classes later, so don't worry about it. Okay, first we are going to start with the shape tool. That's the simple square or rectangle, whatever you try to make. You just click and drag on the screen to make a shape of a rectangle. We can select by selection tool. Here we have the colors panel. That's the fill and that's the stroke. Currently we have the white fill and black stroke. If you want to swap the colors, just click on the swap tool and the black will swap to white and white to black. Okay, there we have the colors and that's the gradient. If you need solid color, you can just click on solid, and if you need gradient, you can apply gradient. We will learn gradients later. Okay, just double click on the fill color and you can change the colors to any color which you want. You can change the stroke also, the same process. There you have the slider. You can change the slider color by simply dragging it. Okay. Uh, Currently our stroke is too small, like it's just of 1 point, which is not really cool to look on it. We are going to increase the stroke by simply clicking on its stroke points. I think it's better now. Okay, let's learn something regarding color slider. Firstly, we have the hue. You can slide the hue color according. You can slide the hue slider according to your needs. You need a darker color or near too light or whatever you want. Okay, the saturation here you can slide from white to dark on the color you have selected. The hue gives us multiple options on all colors, and then we have brightness. We can lower or darker according to our need. And then we have RGB colors, and last giving us the color code for each color we have selected. Okay, now moving on, there we have the color swatches, which are built in or from start in Adobe Illustrator. You can select any color from that also. Okay, now there we have the properties of the object or the rectangle we have created. Width of the object, height of the object. You can simply increase the size by increasing the width, increase the height also. Okay, there you go. You can change the angle of the rectangle also, 30°, 90°, 60°, or whatever you need. Rotation or angles are all same. No need to confuse in that. Okay. There is the flipping option, but our object is of same shape, like there is nothing gonna happen if we flip horizontally or vertically. Okay, here we have the opacity option. You can increase or decrease the opacity according to your needs. Now we have 100% opacity. We can slide it to 66 or 69 or even less. Okay, now it's time to learn about the direct selection tool. You can see these are the four corners of the rectangle. We call it in illustration is anchor points. We have four anchor points. Just click any of them, and you can drag and drop by just clicking and dragging. Okay, just click any anchor point and drag to whatever the position or the shape you need. Okay, that's the key function of direct selection tool. Just press one anchor point and then shift button and click next anchor point. You can select both of them. Now if you see on just clicking one anchor point, you will see the small circle close to that. Just click on that anchor point and drag with the circle. Okay, just drag it like that. Now you see that the corner shift into a round shape. Okay, you can make any corner with that point of circle. Just click and make it a round shape. That's so easy. Okay, coming back to our original shape, that is the rectangle, we are going to explore some more tools. Okay, let's start with the pen tool, which is the most important tool in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, by clicking on the screen, you will see you have created one anchor point, and then click anywhere. You will have a stroke, and then click next and the last. Okay, the most important thing in creating shapes with Adobe Illustrator, you will see if you click on the first point you have started with, you will make the complete shape. Yeah, just like that. For circular shapes, you just need to click on the screen with the pen tool. Just click and click on next point. Don't. Okay. Just click on the screen and click on next point, pressing the button. There your shape is completed. There you can see you have three anchor points. If you click on the one and you need to adjust the roundness, you can just click and drag on the handle. You can see I am doing all this by clicking on direct selection tool. Okay, dragging the handle again. Now we have the some shape. Yeah, you can create anything from there. You can also create a face. Okay, it's just an introductory class. We will do a lot more after that. Okay, if you want to do anything more with that, we have a lot more options in Panto. Like you can see, you can add anchor point tool. Click anywhere on the shape line you have created. You can see a plus sign. Okay, if you see a plus sign, you can click anywhere on the shape layer and you can make more anchor points according to your needs. What these additional anchor points will do, you can just click and drag the created anchor points. Now you have the delete anchor point tool. You can just delete any anchor point what you have created before, and you don't need it. Just click on that with the delete anchor point tool. Now we have another amazing tool, that is anchor point tool. What this will do is the anchor point will convert any corner anchor point into the round one. Just click and drag, then you have the handles for any anchor point. Okay, or you can make curve shapes from that so easily. Can adjust any shape so easily with that by just clicking on any. There we have something more which from which you can just make a circular shape. We have so many tools for making circular shapes. One simple thing can be done by many tools in Adobe softwares. That's their a plus point. Okay, you can make any corner round by just double clicking on that point. I am just double clicking on the anchor point and you can see the edges got smooth. We have the rounded shape. Okay, we will learn a lot from next classes. That's all from the introductory class of Adobe Illustrator. We have learned selection tool, direct selection tool, pen tool, and a lot more features of pen tool. Okay, we're just going to save your file. Go to the file and save. Um, give that file the name you want. I'm giving it the name of introduction and save. It's in. It's in Adobe Illustration file format. AI file format. Okay, and save. Now your file is saved. Thank you so much for your time. Take care. Bye bye.